What's up, guys? It's Bolt, and I'm back here with another Elden Ring build video. In today's video, I'm going to go over my level 60 Dexterity Invasion build. Let's start off with the stats. But keep in mind, guys, I am using Radagon Sword Seal, so it's going to add 5 to my Vigor, Endurance, Strength, and Dexterity, so we'll see what we got here. With the Radagon Sword Seal giving us those 5 extra points in those stats, we have 40 Vigor, left Mind Alone, 20 Endurance, 19 strength, 50 dexterity, and that's also with the dexterity talisman that gives us the plus 5. So we're at 40 base. Our attributes that we put into dexterity is actually 40, but we're getting plus 10 from talismans. And then everything else was left base. So let's go over our gear. These are the weapons that I like to use. Pretty similar to my level 150 dexterity build. I will link it in the description box just so you can see a more in-depth analysis. I won't go too in-depth with the weapons. These are just the weapons that I like to use. You guys can find what you like. The majority of them are lightning infused because dexterity does scale with lightning, but a lot of terrain in this game does have water or rain, like it is raining right now. So when it is raining, you get an extra, I want to say 20% increase in your damage to lightning weapons. So that's why I went with lightning instead of keen. You still get a little bit of dex scaling, but you also get the elemental damage plus that 20% when it is raining outside, so it does come in handy. So these are the weapons that I use. I keep my regular shield with the golden parry ash. I don't parry often, but when I do, golden parry is there to help me out. And we'll usually keep pocket misericorde on us to finish them off with the high crit rate that it has. I don't use the Wakazashi, that was just me messing around. Double Noble Slender Swords, I keep one with Storm Stomp, my main, and then the backup has the Thunderbolt, the second one when I power stance this. This is because with the Storm Stomp, when you're dual wielding with the lighter weapons, you Storm Stomp, you press L1, you are guaranteed that L1 hit. And you know, the straight swords and the curved swords hit multiple times, so that will proc when we go into it, the Rotten Wing Sword Insignia for the extra damage as well. I usually will switch to, I'll double hand my left-handed weapon when an enemy is running away, or if I have some distance from them, and I will cast Thunderbolt. Usually I do that for all of my dual-wielding weapons, with some exceptions. I do have the double cold S-Stock. I did it cold because the S-Stocks don't really do that much damage at this level, so to compensate for the damage, I added cold to it, so when it does proc cold, you get a nice chunk of their health out. Gone. Now for all of my piercing weapons, you know, like the thrusting weapons, I always keep on the spear talisman. That will give us more damage on our counter attacks. If you guys don't know what a counter attack is, that is when the thrusting weapon strikes your opponent in the midst of their attack. So while they're attacking, you strike them with a thrusting weapon. You do counter damage, and it's a lot of damage. Pair that with the spirit talisman, you're gonna do some massive damage. So usually with my thrusting weapons, that's what I do. So my main one has the Storm Stomp, like I do with the majority of my um, power stance weapons, and the second one has Bloodhound Step, just in case I have to close the gap. Now they did nerf Bloodhound Step, so this is good. This is the only reason why I'm using it now, because before it was broken as hell, and I refused to use it because it was like the cheapest thing in any video game I've ever seen. But now it's usable, it's fair, and I still very rarely use it, but it's there if I have to close the gap on an opponent that's running away from me, or if I have to run away quickly to heal or something like that. Next up is the dual curve swords, the bandits. I went with the bandits because of the increased range that they have. They're the longest curve swords. Again, lightning infused, storm stomp on the main, and thunderbolt on the secondary. So again, for the double straight swords and the double curved swords, I will go with the Militiant's prosthesis and the Rotten Wing insignia just to get the multiple proc bonus, the multiple attack proc bonuses. Now, instead of Nagakiba, we are going with the Lightning Uchikatanas, power stance, and that's only because of weight requirements. I want to not have to use the Great Jar Arsenal, so I went with the lighter variant. Still a great weapon. My main will have Unsheath on it. Unsheath comes out so fast and it does insane damage. And like I said, the secondary will have Thunderbolt. We have our Lightning Godskin Stitcher. This is arguably one of the best weapon classes, the Great Dusting swords. That running R2 is ridiculous. It has so much range on it, and with latency, you don't even know if it's near you or not, and you end up getting hit by this thing without even knowing it. It's ridiculous. Royal Knight's Resolve on it to just when you strike somebody with Royal Knight's Resolve, it does massive damage. You get a counter hit with that with the Spirit Talisman, you could probably one-shot them. So that's what we went with there. We have the Naga Keepers here, but that's usually they're too heavy to use, so they're just I gotta store them away. We have the Banished Knight's Keen Halberd, and the only reason why this one's Keen and not Lightning is because I wanted to use the Flaming Strike Ash. So one of the best Ashes of War in the game, guys. It lingers forever, so when your opponent thinks when you cast it, your opponent thinks it's done. It's still lingering in the air somehow, and they'll get hit by it. And then you can do the follow-up attack on the R2. Again, this is a thrusting weapon, so I will keep the Spirit Talisman on as well as the Shard of Alexander. Guardian's Keen Sword Spear. Went with Keen on this one because this one gets an A index. I paired it with Sword Dance. Nice Ash that comes out pretty quick and covers a nice distance. I like the Sword Spear because it does have a unique R1. The R1s come out pretty fast, and it still has your poking attacks, which is nice. And then we keep our Lightning Grave Scythe with Royal Knight's Resolve, just in case somebody wants to hide behind their shields, their fingerprint shield or whatever. We have this to combat that. You get around 40% of the damage that goes through it. When you have Royal Knight's Resolve active, you could potentially guard break them. Maybe not the fingerprint shield, but a lot of shields should guard break them, and you can go for a nice easy kill. And that is the weapons that I enjoy using. But there's others, guys. You got to experiment with what you want to use. I mix up my armors, but I try to keep my poise at 61. So this is what I'm wearing currently. You'll see me wear different armors throughout the video, just because fashion. Sometimes I get bored of what I look like. So this is what I'm currently using now. Again, Talismans, Radagons is always on, and Bulgo is always on. The last two are interchangeable. It's either going to be Spirit Talisman or Millicent's Prosthesis, Shard of Alexander, things like that. If I'm fighting an enemy that's turtling behind a shield, I'll put on the Hammer Talisman, so on and so forth, guys. You got to be able to interchange talismans during a fight. I'm not very good at it. I'm trying to practice at hard swapping, but I'm not the best at it. But these are the talismans that I usually keep on me. And then with the recent patch, they made light rolling extremely powerful. So I did in the last video of this I'm sorry, the last clip of this video, you will see me using a light rolling build. Look at the distance you cover now with light rolls. It's absolutely insane. It's very hard to get hit now with light rolls, and you can close the gaps on enemies very nicely now. It's very strong. So I was experimenting a little bit with it. Obviously, I won't be able to dual wield solely because of the weight requirements. So I'll usually use one weapon. I'll use a nice quick weapon like the S-Stock, and the way you want to do this, since I'm not gonna have any poise, I can't trade hits, is stick and move. You go in, you be a nuisance. One hit, get in, one in, get out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and that's how you play it. Well, with the light rolls, you'll be an annoying fly that they're trying to swat that you can't hit. Pretty annoying. If I'm just going single, I'll put a lightning S-Stock on with Royal Knight's Resolve just to make up for the lack of damage that I'm gonna have. But light roll is really fun. I suggest you guys try it out. See what kind of playstyle fits you. I'm still experimenting with it more to see what I like better. I still like poise. I like trading hits, especially if I'm using thrusting weapons with the Spirit Talisman. I do like to trade hits for nice damage chunks. But my physick flask, guys, I do have the Opaline Hearts here, which boosts all my damage negation. They recently fixed this, so now it actually boosts your physical damage negation, which is nice. I'm using the Radagon Sword Seal, so I am taking extra damage, so this kind of mitigates that a little bit with the Boiled Crab as well. And then, obviously, Crimson Bubble Tear, which restores my HP, a little bit of my HP when I reach a certain damage threshold. Other than that, that's about it, guys. Pretty simple build. Again, I go more in depth with the Dexterity build on my level 150. This is my level 60 Invasion build. Still a lot of fun. I love what they did with the invasion system now, that you can invade all over the whole entire map now. So that's making the game come alive again. So I've been having a lot of fun with the mid-level invasions. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you did. Let me know what other weapons to try out, or what other builds you've been messing with now that the new patch is out. What different styles that you guys been up to. Now, do you guys like the light roll? Do you not like the light roll? Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. But that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one.
Nope. Nope. Nope.